I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Representative Jim Jordan spoke on the House floor Tuesday about legislation to protect Supreme Court justices. The bill, which the Senate passed via unanimous consent a month ago, was held up as House Democrats pushed for it to include additional security for Supreme Court staff. Republicans pushed back on the need for protection of staff members and said that changes to the bill would prevent it from being passed. They also accused Democrats of endangering the justices by not passing the bill, as they have faced protests at their homes and death threats, particularly against conservative justices over the likely decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Jordan questioned why it took so long for the bill to reach the floor, although it will likely pass with large majorities. Take a listen to his comments.
Madam Speaker, ask to speak for, you must have as much time as I may consume.
Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Why did it take so long? Why did it take so long to pass this, bring this legislation to the floor? It's been over a month since the leak of the draft opinion, over a month of threats on Supreme Court justices and their family, over a month of protest at their home. Why did it take so long? I mean, the protests at their home are a direct violation of the law, 18 U.S.C. Section 1507. Over a month. It's been over a week, or actually a week, since an assassination attempt on a Supreme Court justice, on Justice Kavanaugh. Think about that for a second. An assassination attempt on a sitting United States Supreme Court justice. And what did the Speaker of the House say last week? No one is in danger. No rush on this legislation. No concern here. The Senate passed this bill a month ago. Why hasn't the House? Why did it take so long? I think the answer is obvious. Because they've always wanted to intimidate the court. That's been their goal since the get-go. Their goal was to intimidate the court. That's been their objective all along. Think about the history. First, we had the Kavanaugh confirmation mess, where the left just made up things about Justice Kavanaugh and his family. Then we had the leader of the Senate, the Democrat leader of the Senate, on the Supreme Court steps say to two justices, Mr. Kavanaugh and Mr. Gorsuch, he said, "You've released the whirlwind. You will pay the price." Last April, the Democrat chair of the Judiciary Committee introduced legislation to do what? To pack the court, to add 4 associate justices to the United States Supreme Court. Why 4? Why not 1? Why not 2? Why not 3? Why 4? Because 4 would give them a majority on the court. Then there was the sustained attack on Justice Thomas and his wife over the last several weeks. The Democrats on the Judiciary Committee even had hearings about Justice Thomas. Then, of course, there was the leak of the draft opinion itself, something that's never happened. And then there were the protests at Supreme Court justices' homes, again, in direct violation of the statute. And then, finally, there was the hearing the Democrats had in the Judiciary Committee about the abortion issue while the Dobbs decision is pending in front of the court. You remember that hearing. That's the one where the Democrat witness said men could get pregnant. That's the history here. And then, of course, last week, we had an assassination attempt on Justice Kavanaugh. Intimidation is their goal. It's the same reason the Department of Homeland Security stood up the Disinformation Governance Board. It's the same reason the Department of Justice is targeting parents who have the nerve to show up at a school board meeting and speak up for their kids. It's all about intimidation. That's how the left operates. And we've seen it play out now against the Supreme Court. But the good news is, finally, this bill's going to pass and give the justices of the highest court in our land the protection they and their families deserve. So I say better late than never. We support this legislation. Should have passed a darn long time ago. And we reserve our time, Madam Speaker.